What?
I wanna be me too. I wanna be me too.
Check out our TikTok on Star Korean's TikTok.
We use facial sheet masks.
싱어송라이터 조성은 씨.
The results are better. Alright guys, so we use facial sheet mask very often, but is it true that the longer you use, the results are better? Also, do you know the right way to use a sheet mask? If you do, are you doing it the right way each time?
Actually, I've heard that it's not that good for you if you leave on the sheet mask for too long. And that's why for me, I personally just leave them on for 5 minutes just because I do have contact dermatitis. But how long is too long? And I've actually seen comments where people say, sheet masks are not that helpful. I don't think that's true, but I think it'll be really interesting to see it with, scientific facts and evidence. Is it really true that it moisturizes on my skin? I'd like to know right away.
Right away.
Right away.
Right away, we say. That's right. So we also don't know exactly why they recommend the how-tos that way. Also, when we're using our sheet mask at home, we do it while watching TV.
On our phones.
Kissing your boyfriend.
What? You can do that?
Yeah,
that's a skill. That's a skill.
We do lose track of time normally. So we're going to check out what is the best how-to for using a sheet mask. So let's measure the moisture level of our skin right now, both right and left.
38.7%. 37.2.
37.6.
Oh.
A little bit different too, right? 37.1.
Very similar. Let's actually try out the sheet mask following the instructions written on the product. So although it may vary from product to product, the recommended time for sheet masking is usually 15 to 20 minutes. We're going to leave one side for 15 minutes and then the other side for 40 minutes and measure how the moisture level is. 언니는 하루에 몇 시간 자?
원래는 한 7시간, 8시간?
잠이 없는 편이구나.
나 많아.
I sleep 9 hours.
Take it off.
Whoa! You know what? Your
so good.
skin looks so much more calmed and soothed
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Do you wanna pat on the essence in?
I shall.
Ooh, 49.4%.
Ooh!
That's high.
Oh. Feels gooder.
Yeah, I mean, I have contact dermatitis, so I never did it for more than 5 minutes.
good.
Do you guys see it's red here?
Yeah.
And
Was
it's-
it not before?
So it's because if I put on the sheet mask for too long, I break out in rashes. Let me just absorb some in.
Yes. Oh, 46.6.
Oh, still high.
You know what, Sue? I think you're turning too red. So we talked with our producer, and I feel like it's wiser if she takes it off. Yeah, and then we just
okay.
do it on me. Okay.
Thank you guys. Thank you
Yeah.
for understanding.
Yeah. It turned red. Look.
It's like
Right
I have a
away.
mosquito bite.
So you should take it off.
Is it red here?
조금.
Is it? Wow, yeah. So this is what happens if you have contact dermatitis. The thing is though, it doesn't hurt and it does calm down. So I don't, it's okay, I'm
Yeah.
fine. All right, so we'll wait 40 minutes to see how moisturized the side becomes. So see you guys later.
See you guys later. I'm gonna go back to sleep now.
Offer me
like
a really good deal.
그러면 우리 giveaway랑 해 Secret Santa처럼 or like a skincare solution 뭐 이런 식으로.
Now we're going to measure the moisture level on the other side. I'm really curious.
It actually feels like it's kind of drying out now in a way. Oh, okay.
Let's take the time to pat in the essence like we did for the
Yes.
other side.
I'm really curious.
42.7.
I thought that it might be more moisturizing if we leave it longer, but no.
Yeah, it reduced.
Yeah, so 15 to 20 minutes, the recommended time is actually better.
That's so interesting.
I'm so glad we tested it out. Now we know for sure.
Yeah, now we can say we backed it up with facts.
The reason that the difference of the moisture level depends on the time you have the sheet mask on is that the maximum amount of moisture that our skin can actually absorb is about 70% or so. So even if you leave it on for a long time, 40 minutes or so, the effect does not increase. In other words, just to simplify it, it's like pouring water into a limited size bowl. So it's not gonna be able to hold more than the size itself, even if you keep on pouring that vodka in or that water or that orange
Why
juice
is it
in.
vodka?
That's the first
Do you
thing
want a drink?
I think so.
So, just a little small tip from me is that I recommend you setting an alarm for like 10 to 15 minutes after you put on the sheet mask so you can keep track of the time. Now, there's also another thing that I'm really curious about because normally when we do sheet masks at home, we do it the night before an important event or important day, right? So I'm really curious if it really helps if you do it the night before. Does it really help your skin get moisturized the next day? Today we're going to see how much the moisture level rises after using a sheet mask the night before. 36.2%. Alright, I put on a sheet mask and I'll see you guys in the morning to see if this made any difference in the moisture level. Eh? The moisture level went down. It's 35.1%. What? Maybe I think my skin was hydrating after I did the sheet mask, but because during the night, you know, I'm all over the place when I'm sleeping, so maybe some might have gotten on the blanket, like all the skincare, all the moisture, so maybe that's why it's feeling drier. I'm confused.
And I was also very curious about the moisture level of the skin on days when I drink a lot of water.
Yes!
Like 2 liters of, water versus the other days that I drink the regular amount of water that I would usually do, which is less water. And we're gonna do this at home and test it out for you guys.
I hustled hard. I'm really tired now. Today we will check how much moisture level that we have. And this is right before going to bed. I applied on skincare maybe even 3 hours before. So let's check. 33.3. Good night.
You want some more?
Bottom is out.
Today's a day that I drink about 2 liters of water. Let's test to see. 37.7. Oh, that's interesting. I did exactly the same skincare. I think it really does make a difference of how much you drink. Today, I really forced myself to drink almost 2 liters. It shows us drinking water really does make a difference.
All right, guys, so there's one day and one sheet mask saying in Korea.
Eating ipek.
Is it more effective to apply sheet mask every single day?
You know what I think. Giving you my two cents. But I think the psychological factor plays a bigger role than a functional role when it comes to these sheet masks. You know, when you put on a sheet mask, you feel so pampered.
Yes, you
feel
do.
so very well taken care of, and you feel relaxed. And so there's a lot of self-love image associated with sheet masks, right? And I think that's something that a lot of people appreciate. So I do believe sheet masks can help hydrate your skin, but if you do it every single day, it might do more harm than good, especially if you're using really rich, like ultra nourishing sheet masks. Like if you have sensitive skin, it might be too much for your skin. If you want to do ipek, a lot of dermatologists recommend using really just simple hydrating sheet masks. Please make sure to know what your skin can handle and what products you use.
I definitely agree with Sue. It really depends on the product itself. I tried Korean celebs and K-pop idols tips, and basically Song Joong-ki, Kim Go-eun, everyone, so many of the Korean celebs, they do recommend using one sheet mask a day. It's like their secret to healthy skin and things like that. So definitely this tip can help, but like Sue said, most likely it really depends on the product. If it focuses on calming and hydration, that's fine. You can use it every single day. However, if it has really strong actives or if it focuses on exfoliation or things like that, you don't want to use it every single day. You want to add it into your routine 2 to 3 times a week or whatever the instructions really guide you. So keep that in mind.
Any sheet mask brands that Eunisoo loves? I personally, as you guys saw, I can't really handle a lot of paper sheet masks. And so I really like using hydrogel materials because, like I said, I have contact dermatitis. But hydrogel materials is one material that does not cause any reaction or rashes. However, hydrogel masks are a bit expensive.
That's true.
So sometimes I do opt for a paper material sheet mask, and some of my favorites are from B-Plane, Roundleft, Kozer X. What about you?
I really personally love sheet masks depending on my condition. Like if you have acne prone skin, I do love the Claire's Midnight Blue Calming Sheet Mask. And then for brightening effect, I love Biguara, I love Goodall. They have really good brightening products. And for calming, I think anything with Sika, anything with Mugwort.
Yes.
So I'm from Mugwort mask. Very gentle. It's very optimal for every single day use.
All right, is absorption more effective when sheet mask is chilled before using? I think it definitely does help with the cooling factor because it's so 시원해, right? It feels like a breath of fresh air, especially if you use it in the summer.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, when you do have sensitive skin, the best way to go is just going the average temperature.
Well, for me these days, it's so cold, so I can't pop it into the fridge. Even if it's just on room temperature, it's still cold. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like I want a sheet mask, but I'm like, I don't want to get cold.
Yeah, I know.
It's just a dilemma. One thing that I do want to highly recommend, my personal tip is don't leave it on this like this.
Vertically, right?
Vertically, because all the ample, it drops the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's not distributed evenly to the sheet mask. So always keep it flat on the ground like this.
Yeah, make sure to stack them when you store them in the fridge. All right, guys, I hope our TMI for today's video was very super helpful for all of you.
Yes, you guys, please leave us a comment about your sheet mask, about how many minutes maybe you do it for. If you have any extra tips that you do want to share with us, please do so.
And also leave as many comments as you want. We love reading each and every one of them. All right, guys, we'll see you guys in our next TMI. Bye!
Eunisoo's